We will call this meeting of the Coralville Planning and Zoning Commission to order. Ashton, can you take the roll, please?
Wen,
Here.
Taylor,
Here.
Fessler,
Here.
Aaron's,
Here.
Wilson,
Here.
Wenman.
Here.
Okay, you have the minutes of the November 6th meeting. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to approve tonight's agenda first. So you have the agenda for this evening. Are there any additions or corrections? We'll take a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's.
Second.
Second by Molly. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the agenda is set. Now we'll take a look at those minutes from November 6th. And have you all had a chance to review those? Any additions or corrections? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Winman,
Second.
second by Aaron's. Is that right?
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, our minutes are approved. So, our first order of business this evening is a public hearing request by Watts Group Development, and it is for the approval of the revised preliminary plat, final plat, and R-PUD-B site plan for the Bluffs at Brown Deer. Public hearing is open. Anyone to speak on this issue? Okay, I will close the public hearing, and we will consider the approval of the revised preliminary plat. Jim has this up for us. Any questions, comments?
I will make a couple comments for you. Excuse me. The only difference in this preliminary plat, the final plat, and the PUD-B site plan is, as you had this before you before, it was both buildings on one lot. They have changed their mind now, and they want to do something a little bit different with their development. So what they've done is split the one lot into two lots. So we have lot 1 and lot 2. Building location is all the same. There'll be a building up here that faces more or less east and west, and this one down here will face kind of southwest and northeast. But there'll be one building here, another building here. It'll be all the same as it was, same materials, same everything. The only thing difference is they're splitting this into two lots, so each building will be on its own separate lot. As far as the platting goes, that's the difference in the platting from one lot to two lots. The site plan will be the same. It'll be all the same. Everything will be the same in the site plan. The only thing difference on the site plan and that will show up on the platting possibly is a little bit different utility easement layout possibly, and that might create some easements that would be on the lots themselves. And the reason for that being is since this is two different lots, you can't cross lot lines with private utilities, and the utilities within this development will be private. So in order to do that, they'll have to have easements across the lot in order to do that. So there'll be a couple easements maybe that show up that weren't there before. Other than that, the only difference is there's two lots instead of one lot.
Questions, comments?
As you can see by this building configuration, that everything is basically the same. It's just got a lot line drawn across here to separate them is all.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the revised preliminary plat.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron,
Second.
second by Wynn. Roll call on this.
Wen,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
Fessler,
No.
Aaron's,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Wenman.
Yes.
It passed. What was the vote?
5-1.
5-1.
Okay, thank you. We'll now consider approval of the revised final plat. Jim, is there anything else we need to know about this? We're
No.
just looking at the same thing?
Looking at the same thing.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron, second by Wen.
Taylor,
Aye.
Fessler,
No.
Aaron's,
Aye.
Wilson,
Aye.
Wenman,
Aye.
Wen.
Aye.
Okay, that passes 5-1. And lastly, we will consider approval of the revised R-PUD-B site plan.
Motion to approve.
Moved by Wenman,
Second.
second by Wilson. Ashton?
Fessler,
No.
Aaron's,
Aye.
Wilson,
Aye.
Wenman,
Aye.
Wen,
Aye.
Taylor.
Aye. Okay, passes 5-1. All right, the next item on our agenda is a public hearing request by Just Dogs Playcare Incorporated for the approval of the amended I-PUD-2 site plan at 4100 Westcor Court. Public hearing is open. Is there anyone to speak on this? Would you just please come up to the podium? Yeah, and there should be is there a paper there for you to sign in on?
Yep.
Thank you. And state your name.
Do you need the mic, or can I be loud enough?
You're fine.
All right, sounds good. All right, my name is Dan Kenzie with City Construction, commercial general contractor here in Iowa City and serving the Coralville area. And I'm going to try and write this down so I don't forget it. Thank you. So I'm representing the builder who's going to be building the building for Carol and Brad, who have owned Just Dogs Playcare for 16 years here in the Coralville area and have served the community very well. Their business is growing, and they have an opportunity to serve more of our families here who have dogs and need a place to not only board them but have them there for daycare. So it's an exciting opportunity for them to expand their business and expand their reach into the community. So I'm very excited to be a part of this process with them. We, as the amendment to the PUD, we're not really amending anything. We are expanding, but we're keeping. We have met all of the same PUD requirements from the original PUD, and using like materials, have met every single criteria that is up there. So we're just excited for the opportunity and hope that you will vote us in. Thank you. Questions, concerns, comments?
Anyone else to speak on this? Okay, we will close the public hearing, and we will now consider approval of the amended I-PUD site plan. Jim, do you want to talk about this a little bit?
I will, yes. Let me go back to the other. The addition they're adding on is this portion right here is 2,198 square feet, I believe. It's just an addition to the existing building. As he said, it's same materials, same everything. They still meet all the requirements for the rear yard setback, the side yard setbacks and everything. So it's just an addition to the present use they have. Everything in Westcor is an I-PUD, planned unit development, so anything that's in there that changes has to be amended to follow the I-PUD rules. I do have one question for you, Dan, if you have a moment. This concrete pad that you have drawn here wasn't on the first submittal we had, but it is on this submittal. You don't have a dimension on that. Do you know how big?
So that's actually that looks like that's in the front yard.
Yep.
That will not be a concrete pad. I don't know why it's listed as a concrete pad. That'll be grass yard, and there may be additional sidewalk that was in the original drawing.
Yeah.
But that's not a concrete pad.
Okay. That's what it's designated as. So,
Okay.
do you know what the use of that is? Is it just landscaping, basically?
So the use of that will be some public or what are they called? what are your employees called? Thank you, employees. There'll be employee break room, break yard, so they can go out there and have their break. There will be some dog walking for their obedience classes. Grass and fencing. It'll all be enclosed fencing where it will not be, you won't be able to see it from the public. It'll be a wooden fence that's around there, 6 foot tall.
So could you tell me, do we know how deep that is, what the dimension is?
It is, let me grab my. I think it's, 12 or 15 feet. It is not to the setback, I know that.
Well, it says your building is 48 feet from the setback line, or 48 feet from the street right away, and your setback is 40 feet required. So you are within your setback.
We are within the setback, I know that part, that's,
Yeah, the concrete pad in there wouldn't be a problem, but since you're fencing it in and doing it,
yeah.
then it would have to meet, that's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
It would have to meet the,
Yes.
it would have to meet the setback
it is,
requirements
yeah,
of 40
it's
feet.
behind the,
40
so it'd
feet?
be 8 feet, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So it's
that's
behind
fine.
that setback.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's my only question, is that, other than that, it does meet all the requirements and everything. I just wanted to clarify that because it wasn't on what we saw, and it's designated as a concrete pad, the way I read that, so I just wanted to clarify what that was used for. As long as it's without, not within the front yard's required setback, it's fine.
Okay. Anyone else? I'll entertain a motion to approve the amended R-PUD-B site plan.
So moved.
Moved by Laura,
Second.
second by Aaron's. Ashton?
Aaron's,
Aye.
Wilson,
Aye.
Wenman,
Aye.
Wen,
Aye.
Taylor,
Aye.
Fessler.
Aye. Thank you. That passed 6-0. Okay, the last item on our agenda tonight is a request by Iowa Corridor Group LLC for the approval of the final plat of the Redhawk subdivision. And we are to consider the approval of the final plat.
So moved.
Jim, do you have anything to add to this?
I don't. We've been all through the site plan, we've been through the preliminary plat, and as you know, this is lot number 1, lot number 2, lot number 3, which are platted lots. Lot number 1 will be all residential development. Lots 2 and 3 are for future commercial development. And all of these lots, outlots, the 5 outlots in lots 2 and 3 are all commercially zoned. Lot number 1 is residentially zoned. So it's just a platting. It hasn't varied from the preliminary plat.
Okay. We have a motion on the floor from Winman,
Second.
second by Aaron's. I think we need a roll call on this, Ashton.
Wilson,
Aye.
Wenman,
Aye.
Wen,
Aye.
Taylor,
Aye.
Fessler,
Aye.
Aaron's.
Aye.
Okay, so the final plat has approved. Is there any other business before the commission tonight? Any other?
I don't have anything.
Okay, next time we'll meet, it'll be 2020.
Yeah, it'll be 2020 if we meet, yes. We didn't get any submittals. That doesn't mean we won't meet. There may be some holdovers or something else that comes up, but as far as formal submittals, we didn't really get anything for
And
January.
will be the second week, right, of January.
Pardon me?
The second week of January.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, second week, yeah. It'll be just like this month, actually, pretty much.
And Jim, we want to thank you for your service to the city of Coralville.
Well, thank
Jim will
you.
be retiring about 2 weeks.
31st.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Wilson,
Second?
second by Nguyen. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.